Hi everyone, it's Learning with Lark. Today we are going to talk about silent way approach. Silent way approach is originated in 1970s. This approach is introduced by Gallup Gatagno. It means that learner has given the opportunity to speak to learn a language. Here the teacher is silent, not completely silent. A teacher can elaborate when needed. The learner is encouraged to produce a target language as much as he or she can. Gatagno's specialty was that education should be given through discovery and awareness. I'm telling you a quote that is related to this silent approach, which is given by Benjamin Franklin. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. He further stated that most students walk into their classrooms with all the mental equipment needed to pick up a new language simply because they had already learned their native language without the teacher's help. There are following purposes, objectives, or aims of silent way approach. Number one is to make an independent language learner. Number two, to make responsibility-oriented learner. Number three, to make students able to use language for self-expression, so can express their thoughts, perceptions, and feelings. Number four, to make students concentrated on what they are learning. Number five, to make students discover or create on their own. Number six, to make learning easier by problem solving using the target language. Number seven, to make students encouraged to correct their language errors. Now we are moving towards the principles related to the silent way approach. Students should learn the new language with their own experience. The teacher should give help when needed. Next is, language is not to be learned by repeating and repeating, but by understanding the inner criteria of a language. Teacher's silence encourages the student groups to cooperate with each other. Next is, student learns from each other. Teachers point out the errors by giving different gestures, so student can remove their errors. Next is, teacher should concentrate on how student learns, not on how to teach. Imitation and drill are not the primary means by which the student learns. There should be no interference of the teachers during the learning process. Learning consists of trials and errors. Teacher needs to look for the progress of the students, not the perfection of the students. Students' attention is the key to the learning. Now we are moving towards the advantages of the silent way approach. Number one is errors are accepted. Errors are corrected by the students itself. This approach is student-centered approach. Students have number of opportunities to practice a language. Teacher has a little time to speak, so can observe the students carefully. Improve students' attention span towards learning. Improve reading speed and comprehension of the students. Self-esteem of the students will be increased. This approach can be used for the large group of students. There are following disadvantages of silent way approach. Teacher must know their teaching objectives clearly. Teacher must need to use teaching aids effectively. Students has to waste a lot of time in finding and correcting their mistakes or errors. Difficult for the teachers to evaluate the students' progress in their learning process. It's a time-consuming process as a student-centered classroom is difficult to create. Limited feedback for the teacher's corner. Lack of vocal development. Cannot be used for the small group of students. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please subscribe Learning with Lord. Bye.